One of the major issues that companies encounter with segregation of duties is they purchase some sort of a solution or get a report back from auditors and they don't know where to begin with it. There tend to be so many different violations or risks, as they may be called, that they don't really know where to start. And part of it is reorganizing the business around good controls and making sure that people don't have too much access. But another part of it is making sure that if someone changes jobs, moves positions in the organization, that the access is truly getting taken away. What's nice is to be able to have a tool like ControlPanelGRC's Risk Analyzer that not only shows you the segregation of duty risks or violations in a very easy to understand manner, but it spells out remediation options by including things like which role would have to be removed, which authorizations should be reviewed or tested after the change is made, and even include some of the usage data to tell you when a transaction was last used by the user or the role in question, just really simplifying that entire remediation process. Our usage analyzer integrates very tightly with Risk Analyzer to help customers understand what their various remediation options are. So when customers install a tool like our Risk Analyzer, they may see millions, thousands of violations that need to be reviewed and remediated. Usage Analyzer comes into play by showing when transactions were last used by the user or role in question, and can even be used going forward to provide alerting should someone execute conflicting transactions in the system. Risk Analyzer can even take that a step further to look at the actual documents that are being changed to find out if there are instances where a single person is executing multiple portions of the same business transaction. One of the unique things in the ControlPanelGRC suite is the ability to push appropriate cuts of data to the risk owners so that they can review it. Now this can be done in a passive email, but it can also be done in our self-documenting workflow where you actually get a sign-off on the output. Now as an example, a lot of different companies would like to have their plant controllers or corporate controllers reviewing who has access to critical transactions or risks that are determined to be critical in their environment on a monthly basis. Now they can hope that that person's going to run the appropriate reports and understand Risk Analyzer to get the data out, but wouldn't it be better if the output could just be pushed to them and provided in a very intuitive and easy to understand format so that they could sign off on it and have that documentation captured, making sure that they're always audit ready. A great example of ControlPanelGRC's quick time to value is a company called Nearstar that saw a reduction of segregation of duties violations in their environment by 86% in just 4 months. This required only 1 week of consulting time, and the reason was that they were able to use ControlPanelGRC's Usage Analyzer and Risk Analyzer to help them understand their remediation options and easily remediate those various risks. They did this by looking for low-hanging fruit, instances where users were assigned to roles that contained transactions that the users weren't running, or were roles that were assigned to transactions that were not being used by the assigned users. That's the easy stuff. But then once you get into Risk Analyzer, you can start seeing what the risks are and what your potential remediation options are. So if the user's not using half of the segregation of duty risk, you might be able to pull that out of the user or the role. So going through that process, understanding what transactions people are running, and having the output spelled out clearly is a great way to reduce your time to value.